Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there, consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. Look at this. Look at this. What a great crowd tonight. Hello, everybody. I'm back. We're back here today with an incredible musician and rapper. This is really Khalil. And if you're asking if that's what his name is, really, like, yeah, it is really Khalil. Anyway, I'm so excited to have him on. He's one of those guests that have to wait longer because of my bullshit, and because of just my whole time. And he was so patient with everything, so I appreciate it. I'm glad that you came by. Welcome.
What's good? I appreciate you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, you're amazing, and I know I say that about everybody, but I usually like everything that y'all send to me. I really like it. It's all good. But yeah, welcome. To all the newcomers out there, would you mind giving them a little rundown about you?
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I go by Really Khalil. I was been doing music since 2011, and but I didn't go by Really Khalil back then. I decided to rebrand after I actually quit music because I was homeless, and I thought that music was the cause of it. And when you have a lot of growing up to do, you tend to blame everybody else around you, but the cause of it was that I just needed to get my shit together. So as soon as I did, I got more confidence and music is in my blood. So I couldn't stop doing that. So I decided, well, if I'm going to do music again, I'm going to rebrand and I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to have everything together on the musical end as well. So I changed my sound. I made a new website. I found a new distributor and I started from scratch. But ever since then, I just have been reaping so many fruits of my labor. Like it's so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been insane. I mean, to have all that going on. I mean, you years ago you were homeless, now you got back up. That is like really amazing that you were so confident and brave enough to do that. That's like insane.
Well, the thing about it is like, when it comes down to it, when you're introduced or when you're shown something or something comes in your path, you either go through it or turn around. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make a decision and it was hard. It's not as simple as it sounds. Like it's really, really hard when you're actually on that journey and you have all of these like obstacles, tasks in between you and your goals. So like it's always easier said than done. But the thing about it is if you want something really bad, then you're gonna do whatever it takes, even if you fail a few times before you get there. So yeah, man, I slept in my car. I mean, I slept in my car when it was extremely cold. I slept in my car when it was extremely hot. I, you know, it was a journey, man. And I'm just glad I got through it, man. It was a lot of people can't say that they have. And I'm here to encourage everyone that is going through it, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to see it and then be willing to walk toward it, not just be upset because it's so far at the end of the
Mhm,
tunnel, you know?
mhm. Yep, 100%. That's just great encouragement too, and you're right. I mean, not a lot of people can really say that they've been able to recover after a hard fall like that. Fall. Yeah, it's funny. But anyway, but yeah, that's amazing. That you were able to do that, and you've been having such a successful career. And I don't know, are you still sleeping in cars now?
Say it again.
Are you still sleeping? Are you still sleeping in cars now? Like, what's your life like now? I mean, I know years ago you were homeless, and now you got this whole career going. Like, how is your life now?
Well, I will say that I am very happy, and it reflects in my music. Honestly, music is our therapy. Music is really just our expression. When it comes down to like the things we think, the things we feel, and the things we go through. So, it's really, really hard to make music that doesn't directly reflect on your life. So when you listen to like my music, you can hear how happy I am just in the inflections of my voice, just in the subject matters and things of that sort. So like I'm way more happy than I've been in a long time. And honestly, I feel like I'm on a steady rise toward where I want to go. I'm not there yet because, I mean, you're never really fully satisfied. You shouldn't be fully satisfied until you actually die. You shouldn't be fully satisfied. I mean, I don't care who you are. If you get comfortable, it's because you decided to make that decision and say, well, all right, I'm not going to make any more movement forward. For me, like, I'm always going to have a new goal. I'm always going to have something that I want to do. So with that being said, I know that I'm not where I want to be. But I'm glad that I have like a force behind me. I have a team. I have more knowledge than I've ever gotten in the past. So yeah, man, I definitely feel more powerful than I've ever felt.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that all this is working out. That's amazing.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, of course. And speaking about your music, which I want to get into also, firstly, I want to firstly talk about your latest single, which is called Outside Again. I want to know what was the meaning behind that single anyway?
Yeah, so that's as you said, it's my latest single. It's one of my favorites. Every song that people bring up, I always say it's one of my favorites because like they're all my favorites. But this is one of my favorites because it directly talks about something that I've gone through recently, which is getting over COVID. And, being an artist, being a musician, and having COVID is really scary. I'm not saying it's any less scary than anybody else, but when it comes down to like being someone who uses like your physical being, so like if you're an athlete or anyone that needs like good health in order to do their career, it's very, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if when you get over, if you get over it, and then if you get over it, are you going to have long lasting effects? It's just really scary. It was really scary. Luckily, I had mild symptoms, but at the same time, it was just the fact that I had COVID, and I gave it to my girl as well. So it was just like we both were dealing with COVID, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And so that song was just about getting over it and finally being able to go back outside. And then the album cover or the cover art for it actually has a mask on it because it's my way of saying like I guess I should have wore a mask more often. So like now that I've gotten over it, I've taken steps to get the vaccine, and even with that, I still wear my mask in public. I'm not taking no chances, man, because like with all these new strains or whatever these new Delta variants, I don't know what they got going on. It's just too many. I'm not gonna risk myself again. It's your temple, your body is your temple, and your temple is precious, and I had to learn that firsthand, like that I took it for granted, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, 100%. And I just love the concept of the album too. I mean, and it's so relatable. People are gonna love it when they listen to it. They're gonna love it because it's basically like, kind of like their life story almost, a little bit
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah, I sprinkle a little of that in there. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. I just
Um,
want people to dance, you know.
yeah, not only will they have to relate to it, because like
Hmm.
over millions of Americans have caught COVID like yourself, and they listen to that, they're gonna feel everything. They're gonna feel like, yeah, I've also got COVID, and I also had to deal with it with my girlfriend, who's probably your wife now. But they're all gonna feel that, and when you have a song that people really feel, when you really build that connection with them, it's like, yes, you built a successful song.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on that. The whole wife thing. I'm working on it.
Oh, guys, did you hear that? He said he's working on it. Okay.
Yeah. So sooner than later. Sooner than later.
We'll have a virtual thing. I would love to go to your wedding. That'd be so fun.
Oh, that would be fire. That is actually a really good idea. I'm glad you said that because we didn't even really think about that. Yeah. Hmm.
Well, please consider it. I've actually haven't been to a wedding in a very long time. It's been like 10 or something years since I've been to one. So hopefully, if you have one, you'll invite me. You won't forget about me.
For sure. For sure. I'll definitely keep you in mind. And it, like I said, it'll be sooner than later too. So yeah, it's coming.
Yay. Great news. Well, I'm gonna send my future congrats, and I'll say a bigger congrats when it actually happens. So,
Hey, yeah. Thank you.
yeah, of course, of course. Now, good God, my brain's on fire. Now I want to know from you, what was, of course, the origin of you? What was the origin of really Khalil? How did your musical journey start for you? I want to know the whole story to becoming you.
So really, Khalil. All right, Khalil is my middle name, and it's the name that my mom would call me when I was in trouble. So like if I just heard her yell Khalil out the other room, I knew it was just something that I didn't do or something that I did that I wasn't supposed to do. And I knew she was gonna have some words for me. So that's why I went with that because it's kind of a little bit on the edgier side, at least in relation to to me, and how I feel about the name. And then the prefix really is just me saying that this is me. Like I'm coming to you as me. There's no filter. There's no um, extra, candy coat, whatever. I'm gonna talk about my life or the things that I've gone through, the things that I want, the things that I need. I'm gonna come to you straight up, So that's why I use that prefix really on there, and that's basically what the name means. When it comes down to how and when I came up with that name, like I said, I wanted to rebrand. I used to go by my first name, and it felt very personal. When people would just, I mean, it was natural. People called me by my first name, and my artist name was my first name, so it was simple. But I figured that when it comes down to like a rebrand, I had to just switch it up, man. Just switch it up completely. So when I put that first EP out, it was called Chef Specials. Um, Chef Specials because I make my own beats, and I decided, what they say, you cooking up in the lab and shit like that. So I called myself I called myself a chef at the time, and that's why I called it Chef.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, so like from there, that's when my distributor kind of caught wind of me and was like, yo, like, who is this guy? So ever since then, me and my distributor, Tungo, and my guy out there, Parrish, like we just been working very close on really bringing this vision to a reality. And I appreciate them, because it's a lot of things that I've accomplished I wouldn't have without them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working with them even more in the future.
That's awesome. Such great things to hear. And wow, I can definitely see why now. I can see why you're named really Khalil. I mean, and also Khalil has like a deep meaning to it. Khalil also means friend, so it's like
It sure
when
does.
people
Yep.
listen to you, it's like you're a great friend to have. Get it?
Yep, it
And
sure does.
uh,
I'm glad you said that because that's another aspect of my music. Like, I don't want to be too off putting with my music. Like, I want people to feel like they can be my friend, like feel like they could chill with me, and I'm not judging them or anything like that. So like my music, I want to make my music as inviting as possible. I always bring like those good vibes, especially because I'm in charge of my sound as well when it comes down to the beats. So like I try to make my beats like, happy, I guess. Happy and fun. But yeah.
I can definitely tell your voice just sounds fun.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like if I hung out with you for like a day, it'd be like fun.
Hey man, you never know. We probably could set something up like that.
Well, you sound like somebody from like Chicago or New York. I'm down here in Texas, so that'd be like a really big thing that could happen.
I'm in Savannah. I'm in Georgia. And my
Oh,
family is
so
from New
you're not
York
that
though.
far away. So you're not that far.
Yeah, not that far. Yeah, my family's from New York and Philly, that area. So that's why I sound the way I sound, I guess. I don't really sound like your typical Southern rapper.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, it would be really like cool if you like surprised me one day with you visiting. That'd be like so fun.
For sure. I definitely got to visit Texas anyway because I got family out there. I got friends out there as well. So that wouldn't be a hard trip at all. What part of Texas are you in?
I'm around Houston. I'm like, yeah, I live in Houston, around Houston.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit. I think I got people in Austin. I got people in Dallas. Um, yeah, I gotta hit them up too because if I'm gonna make that trip, they need to know I'm coming as well.
You gonna visit Dallas too? Austin, I meant. You gonna visit there too?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to visit wherever I got people at because I mean I would hate to go to another state and I don't see everybody I know there, especially because I've never been to Texas before, like ever.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yep, never been.
I'm kind of curious to ask why, but we gotta keep going. But it's hard to see why.
It's just because it's just a not yet thing. Like eventually, I want to travel everywhere, that I see that I want to go, internationally and nationally, and I just got to set myself up so I can do that. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen though. It'll happen for sure.
100%, 100%. Yep, yep. So I'm very excited. Hopefully that happens one day. Hopefully.
For sure.
You gotta do it anyway because you gotta invite him to that wedding that's gonna happen. See, I caught you. You
That's a
gotta invite
fact.
him to that. You gotta invite him there too.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I just wanted to catch you on that. I just wanted you to see if you actually remembered. See?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, I don't just talk. I remember. I remember everything. But yeah. Um. Hopefully we can. I like that virtual idea as well too. That's really cool.
Yeah, because you gotta have a backup plan in case people can't come. You can have like a Zoom meeting, put the camera in front of the party, and they'll see you do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be dope. That would be dope. I'm actually excited about trying that out.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. Definitely invite me.
Facts. I got you. I got you.
Okay, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, I want to get back because They probably look bored by now. So lucky if you're bored. Um, but I also wanted to know about future plans. What do you have in store for fans to look forward to in the future?
All right, so I'm dropping a single before the end of the year, dropping another single, and I am going to drop an EP at the top of next year with both Outside and my new single on it. Um, and then I'm working on a few a few little paperwork situations. So I'll have to disclose those after they're solidified, but I am working on some stuff on that end. And I'm just looking to really just do a lot more traveling and performing so people can get to know who I am in person. Because that's really the best type of impression you can make is if you're like right in somebody's face and they see you, they hear you. You know what they say, seeing is believing. So like if you're
Mhm.
performing in their face and you give them something that they can remember, or at least talk about that's worth talking about, then that's where you make that impression right there. So that's my plan. And then after that, you know, really just I'm looking at TikTok right now. I'm looking at TikTok.
Oh, yeah, I see you made an account on TikTok.
Yeah, you say I ain't post nothing though, but yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Right now, I got a deal with Instagram though, so I can't really do no TikToks at the moment. So
Oh, yeah, on Instagram, is your account banned or something?
no, my account's not banned. I just got a deal with Instagram right now, so like I'm monetizing off of that as a creator and as a musician, and until that deal is over, I can't really do any cross posting if that makes any sense. Um,
Oh.
So yeah, so since my time is limited, like I'm focusing all my energy on the posts that are gonna make me money right now. And then when that deal's over, I can focus on TikTok because I know if I grow my TikTok, then I'll definitely make money from that as well. So
100%. That's awesome. And I did not know that you wanted to do concerts. I'm actually putting together like a virtual one. I didn't know. If I knew like early, I would have definitely invited you.
oh no, it's all good. It's all good. So what I've been doing performance wise, so before I rebranded, um I was doing a lot of performing. That's what I was known for. It was less of my actual song releases or marketing or anything like that. And it was more of this guy can really perform. Who is this guy? So that's where I was getting like all of my um, recognition from and things of that sort. And then after I rebranded, I actually had moved out to Alabama. So I was living in a foreign state and I didn't know anybody out there. So ain't no performances happening like that. But that allowed me, when I rebranded it, allowed me to focus on the other shit. So now I'm focusing back on performances again. And I've been like acquiring certain like venues and different like little places that I could set up performances. So I would say that so far from 2019 when I rebranded until now, I've made about 12 to $1,500 in performing. And that was,
Wow.
but that's just like from me setting up my own shit. So like that also includes like, I had to pay for stuff and all of that. But at the end of the day, like I make it happen and I'll get it done. As opposed to, artists who are waiting on someone to say, hey, you want to come perform, come out here. And then they either got to pay to do it or they don't get paid at all or whatever the case is. Where with mine, I'm wanting to create my atmosphere so that it caters to me. And then also I'm collecting that money at the end of the day. So whether it be virtual and people are paying to watch virtually or it be in person, it's my setup. So so yeah, I've done both. I've done virtual performances. I've done in-person performances. COVID kind of fucked shit up, but the fact that I can make money from that is cool. But I'm really looking to kick it up a notch with some new situations that I'm looking at right now, and do a lot more in-person performances, especially because we're able to go outside again. I'm really, really, really wanting to capitalize off of this newfound freedom that we have on being able to go out, and at least the fear of COVID is a little bit less. But it's still very real, so I still got to be safe. You know what I mean? Still got to be safe out
Mhm. Yeah, but I'm excited to see you on the road. And hey, if you're ever looking for something to do, when I meant about the concerts, I'm actually doing one like right now. I'm actually getting signups to do it. I don't know if you're that kind of money person, because I've seen people like that where they have to charge services, but I don't know if you like those. But if you're looking for something to do or you're looking to expand more, my concert could use a few others, and you be boosting it up with your presence.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. I'd say it depends on like what we're talking about. I'd have to just have a conversation with you about it, and shit, we can make it happen. So yeah, let's.
Hey, and speaking of combo, I'm putting all the information in the DM for you so you can look over it.
Oh, bet. Got it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all the info about it. Pretty straightforward and it's pretty easy too. Pretty simple, so everybody can work at their own pace. Well, we have a deadline, but they can just work on their own and just some fun, everything.
Okay. Yeah, I had, so it's crazy because I had a performance on the 30th, but it got pushed back to December. So that's perfect.
Oh wow, what a crazy coincidence. Crazy.
All right. Yeah, so that works
Yeah. Yay. I really hope you sign up. You make such a great performer, I can already tell, just from your voice and everything.
for
It's
sure.
exciting.
Yeah, no, I get it done. I love performing. That's where I feel at home at is on the stage. Because like I feel like I can be me without really anyone judging. Because if you think about it, like if I'm on the stage and I'm doing what I'm doing, like those people came out, they may not have came out to see me in particular, but they came out to see a performance. So I can like speak my mind, and it's more easier to be taken in as opposed to just in a regular conversation or just like at work or whatever. Like I could say how I really feel about stuff on stage, and have that freedom without really like fearing being judged. And even if I am being judged, I don't even feel it because like that stage just gives me, I don't know, man. It just gives me like a different type of different type of feel, bro. It's yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit.
And I totally get you 100%. I totally get you. And I actually do appreciate that you use performing as like your way of expanding and coping. That's really amazing. That's what we're kind of looking for.
For
Those
sure.
kind.
Bet.
Awesome. Yay. You made my day.
That's a bet.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this over and get back with you too. Yeah.
Yay. Exciting. Yay. You made me so happy. And I haven't smiled this much since this morning when I got to go to work a little later because of some shit happening earlier. Yay.
Well, gotta smile as much as we possibly can because I look at it this way. When it comes down to our lives, right? Humans have an expectancy, a very low life expectancy, but we'll just say 100 years old, right? For life expectancy. If you're 20 or 25, you already done worked through a quarter of that shit. I ain't got no time to be wasting on being upset or being afraid of or being sad about some shit that really really actually don't matter. You see what I'm saying? So like our time here is very very limited. Like people don't really understand that. Like at a certain point in our lives we feel invincible, but it's because we feel like vitality. We feel our life force. That's why we feel invincible, but that life force is limited. After a while we won't have it. So at the end of the day, we got to make best of the time that we have here. And part of that goes into like me going and reaching for my goals as much as I possibly can. But another part of that is just in life, period. Like Anybody that's trying to piss me off, they get blocked. They get blocked. They get deleted. They get all. They don't exist. Fuck them. Like fuck them. You know what I'm saying? If I if I gotta vent about them, I'll spit it on a beat and then it's over with. Like, but when it comes down to dealing with them, that's a waste. That's a waste, especially if you know a person's perception is not going to change, or you know a person is going to continue to do things to piss you off or make you sad. Fuck them, because you're not living their life, you're living yours. So at the end of the day, like I'm here trying to make the best of the time that I got, and anybody that tries to get in the way of that, it's not like I want to kill them. No, they just get deleted out of my life, my atmosphere, my existence. Anything that's in my brain is real. So if they're no longer existing in my brain, they're not fucking real. I don't, we ain't got time. We ain't got time for the haters. We ain't got time for bigots. We ain't got time for nobody that's not trying to fulfill us in any type of way. My girl always say, if you're not feeding me, fucking me, or paying me, huh? Oh, financing. Yeah, the three F's. She said, if you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, then who the fuck are you? Like, and not rudely, very, very respectfully, very respectfully.
Yeah, 100%. I actually like the three Fs. I like the three Fs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm actually glad you have that kind of attitude towards haters. And some people like they get all like overreacted, but I love the way that you are just like time for them to come out of their life. I mean, that shows maturity and that really shows like what kind of person you are. And I applaud you on that. That's really amazing.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, of course. I mean, all this shows maturity and growth and you and your voice and just your whole career, which I admire as well.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm
Of
still I'm
course.
still on the road. I'm still on the way, Like I got a lot of ground to cover. I'll never say that I'm the best at what I do. I'll never say that have accomplished everything that I want, because I know for a fact I haven't. So that's my whole thing. And the thing is, like, when it comes down to anything that you want to do, whether you're an entrepreneur or you want to like move up on the chain at a corporation or whatever the case is, you got to have a purpose. And my particular purpose is that I want to chop the generational curse that my family has had. I want to chop that down. Like, my children, they don't need to deal with what I dealt with. They don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can say that I had a good upbringing when it came down to values, but I didn't necessarily have the most comfortable upbringing, and I can't I can't do that to my children. Like, our parents, they lived in a different era as well. I don't know how old you are, but like, even your grandparents, like our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, they came up in a different era where they didn't have as much freedom as we have. They didn't have as much opportunity, and they damn sure didn't have as they had way more obstacles put in place on purpose for them, than we have. And so, like, basically, since we have like basically like a field to run in instead of a bunch of barbed wire in front of us, like, we have to take advantage of that and not waste our lives. Yes, we are new to this, being like one of the newer generations, to be able to have these opportunities, but there's no excuse to not go ahead on and take advantage of it because it's there. So that's my thing, man. My purpose is to just make sure my children are straight, and I picked a way to do that. I chose a path to do it, and I committed to it. So I'm not gonna switch up. This is the way that I'm gonna do it. So I gotta go hard, man. I gotta go hard.
Hmm. Yeah, but I respect the 100%. I admire this so much.
Thank you, man.
I
Thank you.
admire.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, of course. I'm just hearing all this. I'm just taking it all in. If I don't have like a huge reaction, I'm just taking it in because I'm maturing. Get it?
Oh no,
Uh,
No. You good. You good. And I never judge nobody. I never look down on nobody because we all are in a different place in our lives. And then also we're all very, very different people. So at the end of the day, like there's a lot of the same lessons that we all learn, but we learn it in different ways because you live in Texas, I live in Georgia. A lesson that I learned here is going to present itself way different to you in Texas than it would in Georgia, as opposed to somebody who lives in Germany, as opposed to somebody who lives in China. So at the end of the day, like the timing of those, we're not getting those lessons all at the same time. It's like we're in school. We're getting them at different times in our lives. So even when a person like pisses me off, like they might piss me, they might say something, they might do something, and it's like at first I'll take it personal, like why would you do that to me? Why would you say that to me? And then I realize they got some shit to learn, and it's their problem that they are at that stage in their life, not me. You know, though it may have been directed towards me, it wasn't personal. It's because of the person that they're dealing with in the mirror, not me. So if they piss me off, it's just like, all right, that's a natural human reaction. I got pissed. Then you calm down, then you look at it and it's like, okay, they got a little bit to learn. You know, it's cool. You know, I don't take things personally because that's how you really, that's another way to distract yourself from the things that you really need to be focused on anyway. Like, there's been so many times I've had people who call themselves friends, and one thing, one problem, and it would be something that a person who would call themselves a real friend would say, you know, I don't, you know, they would want to talk it out, they would want to work it out, but these friends say fuck you, and it's almost like they had these thoughts in their head the whole time we were friends. Like you really just were waiting for something to say fuck you, basically. Like, but like I took things like that serious. It's like, well, damn, you turned your back on me. Damn, you besmudged my name. You did this, you did that. So it bothered me. It affected me, and I wrote about it. I put songs out about it. I went through and I dealt with that on my own. I dealt with that therapy through music, but I don't take that shit personally because I look at them and I don't know judging shit. And I don't know judging shit. I just look at them and be like, you know what? I'm over here though. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like you got a lot to learn. You got some shit to learn. And
Yeah, definitely.
unfortunately, unfortunately, we were in the same place at the same time while you didn't learn that lesson yet. And also, and then also this is the thing as well. I may have had to learn that same lesson that they had to learn. I may not have had an opportunity to react the way that they reacted toward me, towards anybody else, but I probably had to learn that same lesson as well. But I learned my lesson different than they learned theirs. So like I said, we're all different. We all dealing with different shit. We all live in different lives, but we all got the same lessons to learn. I don't, you know, so that ties directly into I don't have time to let that shit deter me from what I need to really be focused on. Because since it's not personal and they did that thing to me, but it wasn't because of me, that's even more reason to say, you know, I'll let them deal with what they're dealing with and I'll go my separate way. And then also when you split from friends, that means you were supposed to split. I I was on Facebook the other day, right? And you know, when Facebook shows you like those memories and shit. And a lot of those memories, it's like, ah, shit, I gotta delete this right now. Like, what was I talking about? What was I doing? But like some of these memories, I'll be like, well, shit, man. Like Bach 5 years or Khalil 5 years ago really knew what he was talking about. I said, soulmates don't run. That was the post. That was it. That's all I said. I don't know what I was going through. I don't know who I was talking to. I don't know what I was referring to. That's what I posted though. But that also has to do with friendships, business partnerships, any acquaintanceships, all of that shit. If a person is giving you pushback in any way, you're probably not really meant to be, especially if that pushback is like redundant and persistent. Like you really don't want to be friends with me. Well, fuck you then. Fuck it. You know, you really don't want to be friends with me. You know, like that's what it is. Like you gotta take it as it is sometimes. And we fall into like our fantasy mind sometimes, and we really, really say, okay, well, I really want to be friends with this person, or I really want to be in a relationship with this person, or I really want this business partnership. But in reality, the things that's happened right in front of our face, it's like, bro, like you don't see that shit. Like these people, they talking about you behind your back, or they're not answering your phone calls or whatever. They're giving you one word message, whatever it is. If you feel any type of pushback or resistance, then it's not natural. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I just like take all of the things that I learned from my life, and I try to give it to as many people as I can when I have the opportunity. And then I also just try to remember to apply it to myself, because we even forget the things that we learn a lot. And it feels good to not only tell other people but remind myself, like, you know what, yeah, I might have fallen off the mark a little bit when it came down to that ideology or that thought process. I need to get back on the ball. So yeah, man, I'm glad I'm even talking about this right now.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad you're telling everybody about it. They need to really know you.
Facts. Fact.
100%. And you're showing your realness too. I can definitely tell this is definitely you. Like you're not just dressing up to impress me, like you're real.
Hey man, always, always. The thing is, that's what people always have gotten. Um, so for example, when it comes down to artists, there's artists out here that respect me for my work ethic. There's other artists out here that respect me for my artistry itself. Regardless, they respect me. So there'll be artists that used to come to me, and I say used to because this shit barely happens anymore. They used to come to me and they'll say, hey man, I just did this song. Can you give me a feedback on it? My thing is, if you ask me for my feedback, I know that you want me to say that it's fire, but it's my responsibility to help you grow. Now, when it comes down to constructive criticism for artists, I always say normalize constructive criticism. Constructive, heavy, 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 heavy C on that constructive, because it's not condescending. It's not, throwing shade. It's not none of that type of shit. It's really saying, hey, all right, yeah, I fuck with the direction of this. I relate to the message of this. Here's what I would do different. And not on no, oh man, that shit whack, man. Because like the thing, when I first started doing music, the first song I ever wrote, there was an artist I looked up to, and I asked him his opinion on my song, and he told me the shit was trash. Now it was trash. I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit was trash. It was hot garbage. But he didn't tell me any way that I could make it better. He was like, shit, honestly, I don't even know. I don't think there's a way to make this better. And for other people, it would have broke them down, and it probably would have stopped them in their tracks on trying to be an artist. But for me, one, since I looked up to him, I wanted to prove to him that I could actually do it right. And then two, it was just like, well, for me, for myself, like, okay, I thought I did an okay job. I got some work to do. It was my very first song. So, but when it comes down to me for other, I feel like I have that responsibility to give accurate feedback and be constructive about it. But artists don't really take that, man. They don't, when Erica Badu said that she's an artist and she's sensitive about her shit, she wasn't necessarily talking about, well, I don't think she was talking about, somebody giving her feedback on the stylization of it. I think she was just talking about the stories that she was telling, how it related to her life. But I think other artists, they take that and they take it real literal, and they really are sensitive about their shit to the point where somebody tells them that this just might not be, this ain't it. They might get in their feelings about it. And it's natural though, as a human, when you create something and you spend time and you spend energy and you put your passion into something, and somebody tells you that it wasn't perfect on the first try, the first feeling you get, that's natural. It's like, damn, like it hits you kind of hard. But
Mhm.
what you do after that first feeling shows who you are as a person. Are you willing to make it better? Are you going to respond to them disrespectfully, even though they came to you respectfully and told you their opinion? Why did you go to them in the first place? Because you value their opinion. So, yeah, artists don't really come to me like that no more when it comes down to feedback. They don't even ask me anymore. I, because I give them the real. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it just so you can feel good about what you did. I want you to feel even better about the finished product. Luckily I have a team that's going to tell me what it is. Like I went to the studio, paid for a whole studio session. I remade the beat to a song I did. The first beat was I remade the beat. Beat was fire. I let my team hear it. One person in particular, my development coach, he was just like, the beat is fucking ridiculous. I would just add some cowbells in it. Okay, great. Added some cowbells and I added some other shit in it. Bet. I went to the studio. I was excited. I recorded some shit I wrote to it. I let him hear that shit. He was like, "Yeah, so that first verse, yeah, I don't know about that shit." and honestly, I felt that feeling like, damn, like I went in the studio though, and I felt good when I came out. I let other people hear it. They said it was cool, but I respect his opinion. So I'm not gonna just be like, well, fuck you then. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll take what you said, and I'll take it with a grain of salt as well. They say, eat the meat, spit out the bones. You got to do all of that. But at the end of the day, if you value someone's opinion, that means whatever they say, as long as it's not like to hurt you, whatever they say is going to be gold. So even if it hurts, sometimes gold bars, if you throw it at somebody's head, you're going to bleed. You might even die, but it's still gold. So you got to accept that shit. Like, you have to accept that shit. If that's what you want, if that's what you set out for. So yeah, man, like I don't know, man. I only sugarcoat when it comes down to like, I don't know, like older people or whatever, or what, I don't know. I barely, but when it comes, like, if you my age or you 40, if you between the ages of 15 and 59, more than likely I'm not sugarcoating shit. And I'm not doing it disrespectfully either. It's very respectful, but yeah, once you start getting over that age, you got people who they feel like they too old to give a fuck about any young person's opinion. And then if you go any lower, then you got kids who, if they don't take your message right, they haven't learned how to take messages right. I used to teach children. I had to learn that shit. Like, I thought I could be like the same funny person that I am with younger children, and they took a lot of shit I said to heart. Like, I'm a sarcastic person. So like I would have to follow up and be like, no, I'm joking, I'm joking. And that probably even tuned like their sense of humor as a person. And that's cool. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I used to teach like kids, audio engineering, poetry, all of that type of stuff. It was cool. It was cool for the time it lasted.
That is awesome, dude. I mean, personally, I do respect everything you're doing, and I love that you don't sugarcoat it. Sometimes the feedback kind of inspires them too. If you sugarcoat it, they're not going to be inspired, and they're going to be all confident. Then they're going to stop believing. They're going to think they're good at everything, and when it hits hard the most, they're going to be wishing you got feedback. So it's good that you do that.
Mm. Yeah, yes, yes. I agree. I agree. Like I said, I'm very, very appreciative of the team that I have. My people at Tungo, my A&R, my girl, my various friends that I respect their opinions, and I know they're not going to give me anything bias, because like, the friends that are going to say that's fire, and then the other friends that are going to say their actual opinion. And when you're making those decisions to send those songs out, or that piece of art or that poem or whatever it could be, when you're making the decision to send it out to them, what kind of feedback they're going to give. Now, you don't know what they're going to say exactly, but certain friends are going to send you flame emojis, and then that's the end of it. That it's a waste of time if you send to them. I mean, if you need a quick ego boost, go ahead on and do it, but also in the back of your head, that, okay, where's the words behind these flame emojis? Like, why is it flame? Like, why is it fire? Please tell me, because I need to know so I can apply that to the next song as well. What aspect of the song makes it fire? What aspect of the song makes it relatable? What aspect of my song did you not like? And that way I'll know not to do that shit again. Like, all of that stuff. And you got to do it before you actually drop. But when you actually drop, I mean, the public's opinion is going to be the public's opinion regardless. There's going to be people who like it and dislike it, period. But before you drop, it's your responsibility to get as much feedback as possible and shape and warp your sound as much as possible. Because when we're doing this as artists and we want to do it as a career, it's not really for us anymore. It's for the masses. And if we're saying that we're making it for the masses, but we don't care about the masses' opinion, what the fuck are you doing? It's very like contradicting, you know? So yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah, 100%. I respect you 100%. I respect you even more now. It was like little, it was like average, but now I like respect you over time.
I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. I wanted to also ask you this. I wanted to know this. What are your hip hop inspirations? Like, who do you look up to whenever is involved?
I'm glad you asked me that. Now I've gotten this question so many times before, and I realized recently I was leaving out my biggest inspiration, and sometimes we lose sight of our biggest inspirations. So I'm gonna start off with Lauryn Hill because my mom used to play her on repeat, like on fucking repeat. Lauryn Hill has the full package. Well, I'm talking about a specific project. When you think of Miss Hill, you think of a specific project, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That shit was on repeat like crazy. It had the full package. It had singing, it had real lyricism, it had bops, it had, you know what I'm saying? It had vibes. It literally had everything that like encompasses our culture today, but it did it back then in the 90s. Now, those songs are forever going to be embedded in our fabric of fucking hip hop, R&B, whatever you want to call it, of our culture, and it's going to always be sampled, resampled, and whatnot. It's going to always come back up. There's probably Generation Z's that know of Lauryn Hill. Now there are some that don't know, and I was super surprised when I was teaching those kids, and it's like, what? Like it. I had like a fucking brain explosion because I didn't understand what. How do you not know who this person is? But anyway, she's very real. She very much exists. She's one of my biggest inspirations. And that leads me on to my second one, who is Tierra Whack. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but her brain must be, I don't know, bro. Like her mind goes in so far places, and I know she probably has writers and so on and so forth. But the representation of who she is as an artist is amazing. It's super versatile. It's hella diverse. I mean, she'll take you from one dimension to the next just from a transition from one song to another. So I really fuck with her because of that, and she can actually spit. Another one I would say, and I always say it, is Drake, just because, like, not because of the reasons why everybody else like him. I would say Drake because he's not only like broken through hella uh what are those he's hit hella milestones that a lot of artists are still struggling to hit, and also his style has helped shape hip hop today. Now, before him, of course, stylistic wise and the use of the certain type of effects he uses, you know, you've got T Pain, you've got Kanye, you've got Wayne. Obviously, they're all tied into who Drake is now. Like, I would say that they're all reasons of why Drake is who he is. But after Drake hit, everything was different. Everything. Um, and then it also brings me to Future as well. So I'll say them two, uh, Juice World, and then bringing it into the real. I gotta say Black 6 Lack. I gotta say him, and I gotta say I gotta say Cole. I like real lyricism because it always pushes me. Like when I hear like when Cole dropped his last project, when I listened to it, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing enough. Oh yeah, no, I gotta step it up. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's that inspiration that you need from like, it's from a different area though. Like it's from like an area of, oh yeah, I forgot. I do need to be a little bit more intricate with my shit. Oh yeah, I need more flows. I need more of this. I need more of that. So it pushes me to be greater. That's why I like listening to Cole. That's why I like listening to Drake. That's why I like listening to Kanye. Like, you know, I make my own beats. So when I hear Kanye's productions, I know he's not making all of those beats, but when I hear his productions, it's always like an experience. It's like, oh yeah, I got to give my listeners an experience. Oh yeah, I need to take them to another dimension like Tierra Whack did. Oh yeah, I need to mix singing and rapping effortlessly and glue it together like Lauryn Hill did. Like these are the reasons why these are my inspirations, because they remind me that I need to do even more than what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those probably my tops right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I love that you like Lauren Hill. I mean, you're probably the only other person that has been here that's ever said her. I've always said she's one of my favorites. My parents, they love Lauren Hill. They listen to her a lot. They've actually like played in the car sometimes. So I'm glad that someone else adores her because when people has been here, they kept saying Eminem, Juice World, the normal ones, right?
Mm,
Um, I'm glad that at least one of you was like females in rap. I appreciate it.
facts. Yeah. Have you heard of Tierra Whack before?
But yeah, I've heard about it. I listened to a couple of their songs a couple years back.
Okay.
I haven't listened to them in a while.
Yeah, Tierra Whack is a beast. She's a beast, and I'd say Lauryn Hill is a beast as well. Cause ain't no ain't no female artist really on her level. Not in her prime. Not Lauryn Hill in her prime. I don't think anybody hit that yet. To be as versatile as her, all she had to do is drop one legendary project, and I still don't think nobody is hitting that project yet. Like it's
No.
crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. The only other person I would say was I don't what I would say was like it's almost close is I see Nicki Minaj. She's like very almost close.
I'd say Nicki because of the many barriers that she broke through, but I don't know if she's ever created a song that's like a vibe like Lauryn Hill. Like when you listen to Lauren, you just feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know how to explain it. And that's one of the aspects that I realize, and that's why I say like I wish I would have said her more in previous interviews because like you forget things sometimes. I grew up on Lauryn Hill. My mom played it in the cars, played it in the house. I mean, amongst other artists, you know. But Lauren stuck out to me because of just who she like, how she executes, and I've embedded like or I've tried to embed like good vibes into my music as much as I could. And I don't know where I never really realized where I really got that from. And I really do, now that I come to it, I really think I got it from her. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm trying to emulate her style because really none of these artists, I would say maybe Drake is the only one that I've sounded close enough to, but not even. But there's been a point where like I dropped a song and somebody thought that it was a Drake song. And it's like, no, that's me. And when they said that, I kind of realized, okay, I need to like maybe switch it up a little bit. Like, I don't want to sound spot on like these people. I just like their approach, and I like how their music makes me feel. And I want to give other people those same feelings. You know what I mean?
Oh, and I know that you're gonna do that. I know that you're gonna get out there, and yeah, you're right. She does have that does kind of gimmicky. Whenever you listen to her, it's like she has that kind of good feeling, and trust me, you have that same kind of like feeling. I guess when I listen to you, it's like, oh my god, it's like I just feel good sometimes. Even when I have a headache, I sometimes even listen to artists like you, and it's like I feel good, right?
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, nothing against Nikki at all either, because like I said, she broke hella barriers as a woman artist, and you know, I feel like if she wanted to drop 5 more, 10 more projects, she's going to get plays. Like people are going to respect because she is one of the greats. She is a legend when it comes down to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I really do hope she drops another project. Like the last one she did, it's cool. Brought the mixtape back. That's fine. I want to hear some new shit from her. Like I want to see what she's gonna do.
Well, hopefully soon. I've been waiting for new stuff. I mean, the mixtape and was okay. I want to actually hear like original. So hopefully she has something planned. Because I think the last song I've heard from her was Tusa. That was the last song I
Mm,
heard from her.
yeah. The last one I heard from her was shit, the feature she did on that remix. So I guess I got to get back in, get back on it.
Mhm. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm loving this. Now I wanted to dive into just a few more things. I know that you are pretty anxious and you want to get back to hooking up with your sweetheart, but we're almost there. We're almost there. I
No, you
know.
good. You
I
good.
read your
Yeah.
mind. It was a plan. Anyway, I got you. Read your mind. I could totally get you. I know you were waiting. She's waiting for you. She's like, can this hurry up already? I
Nah,
see.
she chilling. She chilling. She all right. Luckily,
Lord.
luckily, she has a whole business of her own as well, which is I would say is doing pretty successful for her first year. I support everything that she does as much as she supports everything that I do, and I try to do it more than she does for me. It's kind of like who can support each other more than the other. But yeah, she does all of my music videos. So she shoots them, she directs them, and we edit them together. We haven't really outsourced to anybody else when it comes down to like the major things yet. Um, we will eventually, but that's only for like certain types of editing and things of that sort. But no, yeah, she's my director. That's director Bay.
Aw, that's so sweet. Aw,
Yeah,
make
that's
me curious.
she's amazing, man. She has the eye. Like there's a lot of people who do it. They do it because they got the equipment. She do it because she has the love for it, and she really truly does have the eye for it. Yeah, and
Oh,
I
that's
appreciate it.
awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Such good things. Good things. And just waiting until I can see her in that big old dress she has to get.
Yep. Yep. It's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah. Um. Now I know that you mentioned that you want to talk about licensing, but because of the whole show, I don't want to mention licensing because that's a few things that I do not talk about whatsoever. So just to keep it like
Oh shit.
um there's like certain things that you can't say. Like for example, you cannot say any personal things about your life. So for me, I make sure to make it just music. I don't want to mention anything. I don't mention about religions. I don't talk about politics because that's really horrible. I don't do politics. I do not, for whatever reason, talk about violence, or I don't talk about anything racist or sexist.
Mm.
Want to and I don't want to get into licensing because that could be a problem. Trust me, I've had
Okay.
many issues with those things. I almost got in trouble last year because of a special I did, and a question I came up with, and it upset people, and this whole thing came up. So just to be safe.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Cool. I follow the rules.
So apparently you must. So apparently you do. And I do really appreciate your love for hip hop. I mean, just tell me, how much love do you have for hip hop? How much black love do you have in hip hop? Like, describe the kind of love that you have in hip hop.
Hip hop, yes. Hip hop. I want to say I have had an infatuation for it for a long time because of my upbringing, and it was for a certain side of hip hop that my parents didn't necessarily expose me to, the really really secular side. Um, they there were certain radio stations that they didn't want me to listen to, and if they caught it on the tuner, we'd get in trouble. You'd hear that loud Khalil. But yeah, so my infatuation comes from not being exposed to it, being hidden from it. So when I finally got the actual chance to be able to just indulge myself in it, it was just like finally. It's like when when you go to college and like yo, like though there are rules, it's like, yo, there's no rules here. Like, I could kind of like do whatever I want to do. Like, that's basically when I finally got a chance to like really indulge myself in hip hop, that's the feeling that I got. So I still have had a love for it up until this point. But the thing is, luckily though, while I was being hidden or sheltered from it, I was able to get into other genres as well. So I have a love for music all the way across the board. Um, Certain black people get mad when they hear like certain type of like country music or whatever the case. I like country music because I like the stories that they tell and I like that they're able to tell those stories. Hip hop used to tell more stories than they do now, but even now they tell stories to a certain extent. If you like tune in enough, you can catch the story. You can definitely catch the story, especially some of like the more like I would say the more like the gangster hip hop, those really tell stories. It's just the fact that people don't like the subject matter. But that's like people are saying like, yo, this is what I deal with or have dealt with. This is the effect that it's had on me. This is the effect that it has on the people around me. This is the life that I live and the people around me live, and it's real. And that's why I respect all hip hop, all subject matters, everything. As long as it's not just straight up saying, you know, you know, fuck these bitches. Oh, she don't want my dick. I'll give it to her anyway. Like shit like that. Like I don't like that type of shit. But yeah, I like real shit. If it's real, if it's authentic, if it really tells the real story, then I like it. Um, I say that my love for hip hop is deep. I feel like I'll never stop loving hip hop because that's the genre that I chose, and the music that I make and that I envision myself making is always going to involve hip hop. Um, and since I love myself, and since I love the things I create, and hip hop is a part of it, I would say that hip hop is. I have a great love for it. Um, I mean, I could tell you stories of getting in trouble for it. I could tell you the feeling that I had when I went to my first party, first real party, and a popular song came on, and everybody is just like jumping up and down, screaming the words to the song, and it's like, yo, like my blood is pumping right now. You know what I'm saying? This is fun. Hip hop is well, a lot of hip hop is very fun. And I feel like that's the origins as well of it was it part in fun, the history of it. I mean, the elements of it, and then on the music side, the fact that it was, it was considered rock, but it was rap, and it's a subgenre of rock, but it just made its own thing. It took over the world. It's viral, and it's still viral to this point, even more than ever before. The messages that were given when it was first created was meant to liberate us, was meant to expand our minds, and that's what I try to input into my music as well. It's not as articulate or eminent as like the older style hip hop, but it's there. But I don't consider myself a conscious rapper because once you're labeled a conscious rapper, you're kind of put in this box, and you have to like really put out some super immaculate, extremely fucking skilled flows and metaphors in order to be respected in the conscious hip hop community. Whereas with me, I just want to connect with as many people in the world as I possibly can with my music, and I want it to be as relatable as possible. So I took the secular route. I just took the not necessarily commercial, just regular, just secular. I input my other genre choices to mix it up a little bit. I put a little country in there. I put a little some R&B, some pop, some dance hall. Eventually I'll probably do some Afro beats, but like I just try to mix it up as much as possible because I know me as a person, I'm not just hip hop. I can't consider myself one thing. I'm this like ball of emotions. I'm this person that has gone through millions of experiences, and those experiences weren't directly impacted by hip hop. So since hip hop is my main genre, I like to give it some little side nuances and scenic routes and detours, just to let people know like there's a little bit of other shit out there as well. And I'm sure you can hear that in my music. Like, you know, I don't know, man. I feel okay. All right, I'll put it this way. Every time I try to make a song that was like just straight up, I want to make a song like this person, never really turned out like that. And for a while, it kind of affected my self esteem when it came down to music making. But it eventually, I realized that it is because I'm so different from the person that I'm trying to emulate, it's impossible. I mean, yeah, somebody could write a song for me, make the beat for me, and I just rap it or sing it, and I'm sure it'll sound pretty damn close to that person. But since I'm making the beat, since I'm writing the song, since I'm coming up with the melodies, it's all coming from me. And I'm simply not that other person or those other people that I tried to emulate at one point in time. So I took that, I internalized that, I accepted it. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna just be different. But I'm still gonna give you familiarity because for a while I just said I'm just gonna be different, and I was just different. Like, and it wasn't, it would do some new shit along the way so that they understand like, no, this is different. But you got to rope them in with like some shit that's like, okay, this is what I wanted, but I didn't expect I was going to get this too. Like I wanted a burger and fries, but you made the bun a pretzel bun, and the burger is a vegan burger, but it tastes like meat, and the cheese is vegan cheese, but this burger is good as fuck. It's still a real burger. It tastes like a burger, and it's more nutritious than a burger. But it tastes like a burger, but it's different. So, that's basically like the direction that I've been taking with it. But I love hip hop, man. Like I said, I was sheltered from it, and when I finally got to listen to it freely, I felt like I was just a new person. You know, I didn't let it change me, but like you know what I mean. I just felt like finally, like this is this is what I've been dreaming about. Like listening to booty shaking songs and fucking, I don't know, just I don't know, man. It was fun. It's fun. It's still fun.
That's awesome. I love your support for hip hop. That's amazing. That's
Sure,
really
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I still remember it. It was we were still living in Philly at the time. No, we lived in Jersey, but we were driving through Philly, and we had this like old school Dodge Caravan that had the separate radio in the back. So like we had our own radio in the back, and then there was the main radio in the front, and then there were like headphone jacks for each backseat driver. So like we were listening to Power 99, which was a station that my parents didn't want us to listen to, and they were listening to WDAS FM in the front, which was R&B and classic soul, but them headphones was too loud. It was like, what are y'all listening to? it was like, it was that song where it was like calling out all the girls, like, like Alicia got a big old butt. Da-da-da got a big old butt. Like that song, it was that song. And man, we got in trouble, man. But it was just the fact that like it was just so, it was bad. Like we just wanted to be bad. Like we didn't know how to be bad though. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. And I just saw your Instagram. I'm very shocked. Wow, 15,000 followers. Oh God.
Appreciate that.
Pot. I'm sorry, but somebody with that much followers, God, I'm sorry. It's just this is unreal.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Hopefully well, not hopefully, but it's that number is gonna go up significantly soon. I'm gonna be working with some people working on it. I can't give you no details, but I'm trying to make some real moves here. Trying to make some real moves.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And speaking of making moves, everybody knows that this is the time of this is the time of the fun. Uh, it's time for really cool Lil's turn to take a spin at showcasing his talent. Give it up, y'all. Whenever you're ready.
Hey,
Ready?
all right. So I need to, let's see here. I've got this mixer set up. I got the music. So basically, what I want to do is I need you to let me know if you can hear me. Um, so I'm gonna do a quick mic check, okay? And just let me know if you can hear me, and then we'll go from there.
I'm good.
And you'd have to. Can you type it in the chat if you can hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, bet. Check. Can you hear me? Check. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We still good? We good? Bet. All right. Now let me know if you hear this music. Hold on, I gotta play a different beat though. Hold on. Cause that's some exclusive new shit. Y'all get that next time. Let's see.
He said next time, y'all, so that means he'll be coming back and showing us the exclusive. Yep. He does though. That many followers. God, I wish I had that money.
Okay, now I can't. Oh, hold on. I got it.
A lucky person.
All right, let me know if you hear this. I'm just gonna play this just for a test. It's about to play right now.
Yep.
Sorry, this is taking so long. I just need a beat, right? All right, let me know if you hear this. My whole life is motherfucking legal. I can make a movie with the B-roll. I'm tryna eat that like a beach ball. You can have it when you want to. Making your coins and giving every key stroke. Still good? Watch where you point that thing, you'll cause a heat stroke. All right, bet. That's one of my old songs. All right, so give me like 45 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right. Hype everybody up. Everybody get ready. We have not done a live performance in weeks, so I'm so excited. I'm also really curious. We're interested to see what they got, or he's got. Exciting. Exciting. I'll just keep the hype up. Put links down below for you guys if you're interested in checking him out. Actually do it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But you should though. Really should. Really great. And he has a great personality too. So when you meet him and be like, I feel good. He has that kind of personality. Like you just feel good. You know, it's like, damn, like I feel good. Yup. Work with
All right,
shit today.
check. 1, 2. I'm back. We in this bitch. Let's get it. Um, question: how many songs can I do?
How how many you want. Most people they do about 1, 2, maybe 3 songs. But whatever you feel comfortable performing.
You there? Can you hear me?
Wait, I'm sorry, y'all. Now I gotta text him how much. Be right back. Actually, I'm still gonna be here. Let me just text him real quickly and just tell him. I forgot he
Hey, you still
cannot
there?
hear me. Um,
Hello? Oh,
sorry, y'all.
let's do two. Yeah, let's do two. I'll do a warm up and then I'll do my new song. All right, bet. Let's get it. Let's get right into it. This is the song. I'm gonna go from the beginning, how it started versus how it's going. So the first song I'm doing is called Cheesecake, and that's off my very first project as Really Khalil called Chef Specials. You can check that out. Oh, you know what? No. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Wipe Me Down because right now that shit is getting like plays like a bunch right now for no reason. So yeah, I'm gonna do Wipe Me Down, and then I'm gonna do Outside Again. All right, let's go. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, shawty a killer. She don't give up about your feeling. I don't know when it's feeling. I hit the jackpot. I do not understand why they say you out just for some silver. Give me a big ass piece of that cheesecake. Let me break you off, not just a sliver. Me and the Jacks, baby, let's make this green play. Hey, I'm as ready as confetti on December 31st. I'm a wop, like fatty till it hurts. This machete goes deep in this soon as he gon' burst. Yeah, it's gonna get messy, but don't get it on the merch. Shotty shit killer, you know I'm a trigger. Gotta wipe me down, gotta wipe me down. Shotty shit killer, you know I'm a trigger. Gotta wipe me down, gotta wipe me down. Then brush before we make our rounds. Then brush before we make our rounds. Shawty, she a killer. You know I'm the trigger. Gotta wipe me down. Gotta wipe me down. Wipe me down, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wipe me down, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, we so clean though. Your chick basic, my chick be edge low, my stilo make you feel so much like Fugazi, courageous, and it crazy. I ain't no Leo, me and my baby, we kick it hard like we some steel toes. Now you're stepping, ballin' like Curry, yo. You did this dirty, played in no jersey, you wasn't worthy, why you look thirsty now? Show no mercy now, shawty shit killer. You know I'm the trigger. Gotta wipe me down. Gotta wipe me down. Shawty shit killer. You know I'm the trigger. Gotta wipe me down. Gotta wipe me down. Then brush before we make our rounds. Then brush before we make our rounds. Hey, shawty shit killer. You know I'm the trigger. Gotta wipe me down. Gotta wipe me down. It's hard to say exactly why they hate on the tell me. I wake up every day feeling compelled to excel. Hey, yeah, hey. Get into that next one real quick. I hope y'all loving what y'all hearing, following along. Like I said, I'll just bring vibes to the table. That is definitely a motherfucking vibe, as you heard. All right, let's see. See if SoundCloud won't fucking work with me now.
I'll try it again.
Let's get it.
Hey, I'm trying to see something. I was never again. Knocking down against some cloud again. Say they need me, we gon' slide again. My circle title switching sides again. I asked hit my phone, I ain't reply again. We should be using me with an ingredient, so why you surprised again? That ain't my way, that ain't my swag. I think you should try it again. I gotta keep watch over my bag, like my eye again. They testing my Supply again. They thought I couldn't make it happen. Drive again. Hey, Beamer, Benz, or Billy, can't decide again. I ain't have highway sex in a while tonight. I'm boop, boop, boop. Hey, I was down, I'm outside again. My girl down, I guess I'm caught again. They say they need me, we gon' slide again. Hey, circle tight, no switching sides again. I got influence on the web, I guess I'm a spider then. But I'm really real life, I might squad for 10. She said she leaking and she need a plumber, I guess I'll pipe it then. And she got strikes marks all of that booty, that pussy a tiger then. Been cooking in the crib, only making hits. Always flowing with it, yeah, never growing mid. Y'all be lifting, my girl living like a fucking pimp. We really booed up, though we really taking trips. Yeah, hey. Michael down, I guess I'm caught again. They say they need me, we gon' slide again. My circle tight, no switching sides again. This shit feel like deja vu, I'm in my prime again. Oh shit, I'm shining again. I be like, I think if they told him sticks like a forest, but I'm that kind of friend. They testing my pride again. Supply again. They thought I couldn't make it happen. Look at some guys again. Hey, Beamer, Benz, or Billy, can't decide again. I ain't have highway sex in a while. Tonight I might again. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, I was down, but I'm outside again. My girl down, I guess I'm caught again. They say they need me, we gon' slide again. My circle tight, no switching sides again. Hey, I was down, but I'm outside again. My girl down, I guess I'm caught again. They say they need me, we gon' slide again. My circle tight, no switching sides again. Yeah. All right. I'm about to get off the mic. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on the mic and shit. I feel like, yeah. How you feel about those two?
Wow, they were amazing. My favorite had to be the first song you did. It was such a vibe.
Yeah, people love that one. People love that one.
I see why it was so good. I was like, oh, the song ended. I wanted to hear it again. I want.
Hey, the first one is called Wipe Me Down, inspired by Boosie Badass and Webby and Fox. Obviously, it don't sound nothing like their song, but it was just a ode or a tribute to those parties that I was talking about. I'll go to the party, everybody rapping "Wipe Me Down," like going crazy, and that feeling that I had, that adrenaline rush when it was just like, damn. First of all, I don't know this song. Everybody know this song. I don't know this song. I need to get up on game. But the other thing was like, it feels good when all of these people are like on the same page for once, if that makes any sense. So anyways, that's why I called the song Wipe Me Down. What I was talking about is completely different from what they were talking about, but I don't know. I just felt like I had to do that, like, kind of like subliminal shout out there.
Stuff I respect 100%. Awesome. Definitely the first song was amazing, and I hope it's released because I've got to hear it again.
Oh yeah, it's released. Definitely released. Yeah, Wipe Me Down. You could look it up, and if you go to, actually, I'm gonna put my website here in the chat. If you go to reallykhalil.com, like I said, I try to make everything the same, Really Khalil across the board. So if you go to reallykhalil.com, then you'll see literally every single one of my releases, every single one of my music videos that I did with my girl Shawnee. I did 4 videos with her so far. It was Wipe Me Down, another one called Heat Wave. Supermodel is also a vibe. I don't know if you got a little bit more time, but if you like Wipe Me Down, then you'll like Supermodel. And then we did another one called Do That. So yeah, that's my shit, man. That's my shit. Supermodel actually got onto the iTunes Top 100 Hip Hop chart in Turkey by way of the New Music Daily playlist. So that was like, I dropped that at the top of the year. And I would say that song has done more than any of my other songs to date. And I'm proud of it. I really, really, really am proud of that song, Supermodel. So whenever you get a chance, definitely check that one out. Is because I know you probably want to go hear Wipe Me Down again. So I would say that's a good follow-up from Wipe Me Down.
Yay, thank you so much. And if you have any more songs you wanted to do, I mean, it's a little bit of time. You can do it if you wanted to.
All right, bet. I'm gonna play Supermodel. Let's go. Let's do it.
Hey.
All right, let's see here. We're gonna get right into it too.
Rock out the rock, baby, drop, baby, walk. My whole life is one fucking Rego. I can make a movie with the B-roll. I'm tryna eat that like a bistro. You can have it when you want to. Making your coins again with every keystroke. Watch where you point, that thing you'll cause a heat stroke. I'm watching that figure for you with no keto. Independent, baby, you don't need no hero. They don't know the meaning of a boss bitch. Got the body of a queen, you should follow. Bounce it up and down like a trampoline. Facts, I can see beyond where the clock is. I'm tryna be the one you're seeing in your dreams. Feeling in pink and green with the theme is. I'm tryna learn your love language, make the deans is. Throw that A over here, cause I need her, she a model. It's how she walk, yeah, a supermodel. A superstar, yeah, I'll increase the throttle just to get where you are. Turn you to supernova, fucking in the car, yeah. Fancy backseat, fucking in the car, yeah. Beep, 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 fucking in the car, yeah. Fancy backseat, fucking in the car, yeah. Beep, beep, fucking in the car, yeah. We should disappear like wildlife. You should ride me like Yamaha. All I ever wanted was a ride or die. Then he goes out in it like a kamikaze. They don't know the feeling you a boss bitch. In the body of a queen, you should flood it. Pass it up and down like a trampoline. Fact, I can see the world with the carpets. I'm trying to be the one you seen in your dreams. Melanin, pink and green with the demons. I'm trying to learn your love language, make the deans list. Throw that A in the air, cause I need her, she a model. It's how she walk, yeah, a supermodel. A superstar, yeah, I'll increase the throttle just to get where you are. Turn you to supernova, fucking in the car, yeah. Fancy backseat, fucking in the car, yeah. Beep, 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 fucking in the car, yeah. Fancy backseat, fucking in the car, yeah. Beep, beep, fucking in the car, yeah. Let me put you on top, eat it like it's parsley. Let me be attached to your ex, they got a Sharpie. First line of business, let's feel right about this party. Stick, twist, flip, push, treat me like your car keys. You say you love my locks, they make me look like a Marley. I come on CB time, girl, that's why I'm always tardy. Front to the back and then back to the front. I'm on a bitty got bass, make it trip. Fucking in the car, yeah. Beep, 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 fucking in the car, yeah. Fancy backseat, fucking in the car, yeah. Beep, beep, fucking in the car, yeah.
That's a fucking vibe. I'm gonna get into this last one real quick, and then shit, we could call it a night with these songs. But if you want to hear any of my other songs, then like I said, hit me up. You can go to Really Khalil on Instagram, Really Khalil on really anything, or you can just hit reallyKhalil.com. That's all my music right there. Let's get it. How I started.
We ain't got no, we ain't got no free days. 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 Double up, cheesecake, cut it up, 3 ways, run it up, relay, hit replay, no free day. The freeway on a weekday, it's a warm up like a beach day for the family or for peace sake. Peace and blessings be upon them. Can't be late, no delay. It's a warning, don't be fake. I see snakes on display, holding like they on my arm. So I warned them, scorned them, reformed them. Got the ass off the morning. I'ma sleep so well till the morning. Double up, cheesecake, cut it up, 3 ways, run it up, relay, hit replay, no free day. Hit the freeway on a weekday. It's a warm up like a beach day for the family, oh, for peace sake. Peace and blessings be upon them. I'm back to my passion like fuck a hiatus. I really did hate it, it really delayed me, really made me crazy. Now I'm elevated, I'm free. You and your bitch got beef with me, I call you Mr. and Mistaken. And to me you don't exist, you ain't real, yeah, I'm just speaking basics. Was really realist, what's on my plate, these beautiful steak and eggs, and I'm just saying, ain't no need for no meaning in this conversation. Like really be really, my heart is colder than the witch's 2 titties, the temperature off be spinning with fakes and pretenders. Hold up like suspenders. I said, double up, cheesecake, cut it up, 3 ways, run it up, relay, hit replay, no free day. Hit the freeway on a weekday. It's a warm up like a beach day for the family. Oh, and for peace sake, peace and blessings be upon them. No days off, nigga. It's how it pays off, nigga. Self-made boss, nigga. The self-made boss figures. Surrounded by false niggas. Almost had me all bitter. You can play me like a cross, niggas. I won't die by these alt niggas. Nah. Double up. Cheesecake. Cut it up. 3 ways. Run it up. Relay. Hit replay. No free thing. Double up. Cheesecake. Cut it up. 3 ways. Run it up. Relay. Hit replay. No free day. No free day.
Yes, yes. All right, I'm back.
Oh my god, those two last ones you have, they're such a vibe.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, man, I love the songs that got those vibes, man. And you know, every now and then I'll do some lit shit, but I gotta just do those like sit back, relax. If you smoke, you know, roll one. You know, if you don't, it's all good. You can sip, pour up, whatever the fuck. I like those songs. Like just breathe, chill, let go of all the stress, and yeah, man. Like those are the ones that give me the most therapy. That has always given me the most therapy.
I can see why. Now I can see exactly why it does.
Yeah,
I
man.
can see
That's
now.
those are my shits right there. Like I said, all my songs are my favorites, but those are some of my favorites right there. I got more. I don't know if you got more time, but I got more.
Oh no, oh no. If we have any more, we're gonna be here for 2 hours, and I don't know about you, no one's gonna listen to a thing for 2 hours.
Facts.
But save some for your performance, not just for the podcast, for the concert. Save those for that,
I got you.
because you'll have more time. Because we have like a thing like you can't do no more than 20 minutes, so you can have like a whole 20-minute set with all those songs. So save those for that concert, because I do not want to have this going on for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. I got you. But yeah, man. Glad you definitely like the vibes, especially the ones that, you know, that got the feel good vibes in it. So I'm glad you like those. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I appreciate you showcasing. That was amazing. A round of applause. That was amazing. That was incredible.
Appreciate it.
And props to you, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. And I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for taking time out of your day and time away from your girlfriend. To do this, I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for inviting me. And it always feels good to, you know, to know that people appreciate the music, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say any opportunity that shows me that, but most opportunities that show me that, I definitely be glad to take them. And yeah, man, this was definitely a good decision that I made coming on here with you, and I look forward to, you know, more interviews or performances, whatever you got planned.
I do absolutely. And just so everybody knows, like, I found you on an Instagram ad. I was looking through stories, and in stories they have like ads, right? They show you ads. Most likely they show you, as a musician. I was like, okay, and I was like on a streak, so I was looking to like expand my catalog, and so I found you on, I believe, yeah, on Instagram, and I was like, let me just go ahead and hit him up. Let's see if he'll answer. And I did not know you would answer, so you shocked my world by even coming.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, those ads, they've been doing pretty good for me. I definitely recommend. A lot of people don't recommend them because, you know, when it comes down to I guess getting fine tuning them and all that stuff, it does get very costly. But once you, I would say Facebook and Instagram has a better way for you to do that now. Before they didn't, now they do. So if you are looking into it, it's worth the investment.
Yep, it is worth it. It is. And just again, thank you so much. And I do not want this to go on any longer because you want to have your time and everybody wants to have their time. So, is there any
That's
lasting things you'd like to say to the fans before you head off?
I mean, shit. Like I said, hit reallyKhalil.com for all updates or follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll be at, like all the time. So I'm dropping a new song before the end of the year with a Canadian artist. He's fire as fuck. So look out for that.
Yay, that's exciting. That's very exciting. I cannot wait. Y'all make sure to check it out. And if you're wondering, yes, all platforms are really Khalil. I've checked. All platforms have the same name, so if you even do Google them, you'll find them.
Facts,
Kidding.
facts. Yep.
Just kidding.
Except
Well,
for Twitter. Somebody already had the Twitter name, which pissed me off. So on Twitter, it's really underscore Khalil. Everywhere else is the same though. Yeah.
damn, you naughty bitch for taking that name.
Man, I offered to pay him. He never answered nothing. Like it's like he doesn't exist. He doesn't. He has no posts. He has no followers. It's just a Twitter page that I should have. Terrible.
Damn, okay. Damn, he's a
Yeah.
bad nigga.
Eventually, I'll get it though. Trust me, I'll get it.
Yeah, he'll be gone eventually. Just report
Yeah,
him to the Twitter and they'll take care of it.
yeah. I'll do it once a week. I'll say it's pretending to
Sounds
be me.
nice. Yeah. But yeah. So y'all make sure to check him out. Seriously, he's amazing. Give him some more listens. Make sure to check out our social media. We're everyone on the Rabbi podcast, even on Facebook, and I use Facebook a lot. That includes you. Follow me. I'm just kidding. Just kidding about following. Just kidding. Kidding. But you should. But I was kidding.
Yeah,
Yep, we're everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
yeah, I'll follow you. I'll hit you up. Are you on TikTok?
Not yet. I was tempted though to use TikTok. I just had issues installing it on my phone, and I also just didn't. I kind of forgot about TikTok. But hopefully soon I'll be able to use TikTok for podcasting. Hopefully I can.
Yeah, that'll be dope. Like they have the live feature too. That'll be kind of cool.
Ooh, I did not know that. I'm gonna check out TikTok. I'm gonna try and check it out. Get my podcast going on there. That'll be so fun.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, thank you for having me. I don't want to keep you for much longer. Like you said, nobody's gonna sit here for 2 hours and listen to the whole thing. So, for everybody that has listened all the way through to this point, I appreciate y'all, and I look forward to hearing and seeing more from y'all.
Yep, same, y'all. Same. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It's been fun getting to meet him. Make sure you guys check him out. Make sure to check out social media. And to keep updated, including you. Just kidding. Be on the
Right.
lookout. If you guys want more, make sure to tune in to the Devil's Night concert, which will be premiering on October 30th. That's right, October 30th, which I think is the day before Halloween. So if you're looking
Yep.
for a good scare, you're looking for good music, tune in to October 30th for the Devil's Night concert. This will be right after, so make sure to check it out. It'll be on my Instagram, Rabbit Out Podcast, and also other platforms.
But
Cool. Anyway, see you guys soon. See you guys in the next one I do. And catch you on the flip side. Peace.